And it was a showery Sunday today, but looking ahead, meteorologist Russell James has your latest forecast. Russell?
That's right, Lucy. We still continue to see some rain ongoing across several spots, and we're closing near an inch, especially in the northern part of the area going up towards Roanoke Rapids. Most of us have picked up mainly between a quarter to a half an inch, now closing in near 4/10 of an inch in Greenville. First Alert Live radar still showing some ongoing light to moderate precipitation. We zoom in closer, definitely throughout Craven County and Pamlico County. Once you start seeing some of these darker oranges and yellows, that's when you're talking about moderate to heavy downpours. So that's going to continue at least for the next couple of hours right there along Highway 306. Minnesota Beach, you're also included in that as well. As you head up towards the north, we're still seeing light rain across Elizabeth City and down towards parts of Edenton. But once you start heading into southern Virginia, it's starting to change over a little bit to a light wintry mix. And then we still have rain ongoing across several backyards here in the east. And when you take a live look out the door, it is definitely a soggy, cold, dreary kind of day, very breezy at times in Greenville. Air temperatures are mostly into the lower 40s. We have a northwest sustained wind at around 7 miles an hour, but we've seen wind gusts at times topping out to around 16, even as high as 35 miles an hour near the coast. And part of the reason why the winds continue to increase has something to do with the area of low pressure off of our coast. So we'll have the rain early, but then the winds will continue to remain an issue throughout the overnight hours. So tomorrow, as you head out the door, you'll be needing at least a heavy coat along with a sweater as temperatures start off in the morning into the low 30s. And then we'll climb our way up to about 40 degrees or so by the time we head towards 11 a.m. And winds will be coming in from the west-northwest, generally at around 10 to 20 miles an hour, and then becoming purely northwest by the time we head into the afternoon. Very breezy conditions for inland locations and especially along the coast, and is due to this area of low pressure that's over the east right now. It has now moved into the mid-Atlantic, and what's happening as this pressure continues to intensify as the low deepens is pulling in a lot of moisture from the Atlantic to the north and west, but then you're also getting that northwest flow rushing the colder air down. That is why I can't rule out a light wintry mix mainly for the North Carolina-Virginia border. But as that low continues to make its way to the north and east, places from Washington, D.C. up towards Boston could deal with a potential blizzard. Blizzard warning stretch all the way from the Delmarva Peninsula over into eastern sections of Massachusetts. So again, definitely a concerning situation for those spots. Lucky for us, the rain will be tapering off. Eventually that low will descend off towards the north and the east. Not really a concern for our area. Eventually, as we go towards around Tuesday night into Wednesday, we'll have a high pressure ridge lock in, and as it does so, temperatures are going to take off as we head later towards the end of the week. That's going to allow highs to go from the 40s up into the 60s, close to 70 by the time we head into the weekend. As for rain chances, well, of course, today is the biggest outlier, but then as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see another chance for some rain in the forecast. So we'll watch that closely as we head over the coming days. But overall, over the next 8 days, going from the 40s to the 60s, overnight lows dropping down to 30 tonight, 26 going into Monday night. And then heading into next week, we begin to moderate a little bit with highs into the mid 60s. And then, of course, 70s return just in time for next week. Right now, we've got rain chances around 20%. Hopefully we can lower that further down to 0%. We need a dry weekend for once. And it looks like every weekend so far this year so far has been a little bit unsettled. So we need any break that we can get.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Russell.